Madison cornered me during the wedding rehearsal and said, "Honestly, you don't fit the vibe we're going for tomorrow. Don't come." I felt at least 150 eyes on me as I walked toward the exit. Instead of heading to my car, I pulled out my phone and called the caterer. "Cancel everything. Effective immediately. My name is Rebecca Hayes. I'm 32 years old, and I run a successful accounting firm in Portland. I'm not flashy or glamorous, but I had something they never expected: complete financial control over their dream wedding. Growing up, my younger brother Daniel was the favorite. I was the reliable one, the fixer, the fallback, the invisible safety net. When he got engaged to Madison 6 months ago, I offered to pay for their wedding as my gift. Venue, catering, flowers, photography, music, everything. For half a year, I handled deposits, negotiated contracts, and managed logistics while they focused on aesthetics and guest lists. I thought funding his wedding would finally move me from background helper to inner circle. I was wrong. Madison never liked me. I was too practical for her vision of perfection. And when she told me I didn't belong at the wedding I had paid for, something inside me snapped. I realized I had been funding my own exclusion. The betrayal happened during the rehearsal at the Riverside Gardens, the venue I personally toured, booked, and paid for. I arrived early with my planning folder, wearing a simple blue dress. String lights glowed between oak trees. The altar looked exactly how I'd imagined after visiting 12 venues. Madison appeared with her 5 bridesmaids, designer outfits, matching smiles, all perfectly curated. "What are you doing here?" she asked sharply. "I'm here for the rehearsal," I said. "I wanted to confirm final details." "You're not in the wedding party," she replied coldly. "And honestly, you don't fit the vibe." The bridesmaids giggled. "I'm Daniel's sister," I said quietly. She stepped closer. "I think it's better if you skip tomorrow. This day is about us." I looked for Daniel. He was across the courtyard, deliberately avoiding eye contact. "You don't belong here," Madison said. "Leave." I walked to the parking lot in shock. Every chair, every flower, every light paid for by me. My phone buzzed. "Daniel, Matt's told me what happened. Please don't make this harder than it needs to be." That's when I understood. This wasn't accidental. This was planned. The next morning, I learned Madison had tried to remove my name from vendor communications, claiming family drama. She was positioning herself as the reasonable bride, while keeping my money. I went to my parents, hoping for support. Instead, my mother sighed. Madison stressed. "Can't you just be the bigger person?" My father added, "You've always been independent. Daniel needs this more." I paid for everything, I reminded them. "That was generous," my mom said. "But making a scene won't help." They wanted peace at my expense. Later, Madison called. Her voice was sweet, rehearsed. "We're so grateful for everything you've done financially," she said. "We'll show you pictures afterward." That's when it hit me. They didn't see me as family. They saw me as an ATM. What they didn't know was this: every vendor contract was in my name alone. Every agreement included cancellation clauses. The insurance policy? Mine. Daniel wasn't a co-signer on anything. I protect myself. Always. That night, my business partner Jake spread the contracts across my table. "You have full legal authority," he said. "If you're not family enough to attend, you're not family enough to pay." By Friday evening, the panic started. Vendors called me non-stop. Madison was trying and failing to take control. Saturday morning, I canceled everything. Venue, catering, flowers, music, photography. At 6 a.m., my family showed up at my apartment hours later, furious, desperate. "The vendors won't work," Madison screamed. "They say it's canceled." "That's correct," I said calmly. "I canceled everything." "You're destroying my wedding," Daniel yelled. "No," I replied. "I'm refusing to fund my exclusion." Madison begged. My parents pleaded. Daniel blamed me. "You told me I didn't belong," I said. "So I stopped paying to not belong." Silence. They had to cancel. All 150 guests. The wedding was postponed 3 months and downsized, paid for with their own money. Eventually, my parents apologized. Madison never did, but she never excluded me again. Daniel learned to speak up. I took the refunded money and traveled solo to Italy. Peaceful, quiet, free. When Daniel married later, I was treated as an honored guest. I learned something important. Love without respect is manipulation. Boundaries aren't selfish. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stop doing things for people who don't value you.